Okay, so hereby I am about to share the screen with you. It's a PPT presentation. So I am sharing it. I guess there is someone on the line, so let me allow. Yes, so I'm sharing the PPT right now. Yes, yes, good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon those who joined right now. So yes, this is the PPT. So I'm just scrolling it because that was not the first slide. This is the first slide of the PPT that I'm about to discuss with you all. So is this slide visible to all of you? Can you all see this slide? It is about notice writing. Okay, fine. I guess it is displayed also. So advanced creative writing skills. I will be dealing with this. Wait, I guess there is someone on the line. Yes, good afternoon, welcome to the class. So hereby yes, good afternoon, I am sharing the screen, and obviously this is the first slide. See, it is written notice writing, then it is written advanced creative writing skills. So I will be discussing on this. So hereby I am moving on to the second slide. See, it is written points to note. There are some important points that we have to note. Okay, first one is a notice is a written or printed announcement. Whenever we talk about notice, remember it is a written or printed announcement. Now it is written in order to inform a large number of people about something that has happened or is about to happen. So obviously with the help of notice you are informing a large number of people about something that has happened or about something that is about to happen. Okay, now it could be an upcoming event. Yes, it can be related with the competition, or it can be just a piece of information also to be delivered to the targeted audience. Now it can be related with an event that is about to take place in the future. Wait, I guess there is someone on the line. Okay, so hereby again I am continuing. Yes, so what I was saying, that it can be related with an event that was about to happen in the near future. It can be related with any competition. Okay, singing competition, debate competition, dance competition. Okay, or it can just be a piece of information to be delivered to the target audience. Obviously if it is a school notice, so the target audience is the school students. Okay, so it can be a piece of information, it can be related with an upcoming event, it can be related with a competition, and it is delivered mainly to the targeted audience. Okay, remember it is generally written in a formal tone. It is written in a formal tone. Okay, and remember notices are factual and to the point. They are factual and they are to the point. Okay, the language used is simple and formal, not flowery. That means complicated language should not be used. The language in case of a notice writing should be very simple, it should be formal. Okay, so see this particular sixth term that I have discussed right now. The language used is simple and it should be formal. Okay, now I am moving on to the next slide. I guess the next slide is visible to all of you. Can you see this slide? It is visible. Wait, let me increase the font size. I guess
yes, sir.
Okay, I guess it is visible right now. The format. Now few things you have to remember while you are writing the format. Okay, first of all, what the format should include. Number one, name of the institution should be there, or issuing authority, that one should be there in the format. Then obviously the word notice has to be written properly. Then title, date and writer's name has to be mentioned with designation. So these things are very important. Name of the institution or issuing authority, that means the institution who is issuing the notice, that has to be mentioned. The word notice has to be mentioned properly. Title, date, okay, these things are very important. And writer's name with designation, that means who is issuing the notice. Suppose you are the sports secretary, suppose you are the school captain, okay, or you are the the head girl of your school. So obviously your name, your designation is very important, and name of the institution or name of the issuing authority also has to be mentioned. The word notice has to be mentioned properly. Title, date, these things also are to be mentioned. Okay, now what are the necessary details? Okay, name of the issuing agency, that is school, that one. Date of issue or release of the notice, that one has to be mentioned. Title or subject of the event, okay, what is the title or what is the main subject of the event, that one also has to be mentioned properly. Now remember, it has to be written within 50 words, okay dear students. So the word in the body is actually counted. I repeat, words in the body is actually counted. So date, time, duration, place, venue, okay, these things are important. Authorized signatory, that is name and signature, that is the contact details. The contact details has to be given properly. And then date, time, duration, place, okay, or venue has to be mentioned properly. These things are very, very important. Now I am moving on to the next one. I guess you can see format. Okay, name of the issuing agency or authority, okay, that is, see, date of issue or release of the notice. Title or subject of the event, that one has to be mentioned. This is more or less the structure. I will be showing you the structure of notice in my next slide, okay, after this. So what are the requirements? You check it, details, date of event, time, duration, place. Authorized signatory, name, designation and signature, these things are to be mentioned properly. Name of the authority or agency, then word notice has to be written properly. Date of issue or release of the notice, these things are to be mentioned properly. Okay, title or subject of the event, okay, very, very important all this. Body of the notice, in body, date of the event, time, duration, place, these things has to be mentioned properly. Authorized signatory, that is the name, designation and signature, these things has to be given properly. Okay, now I am showing you the format. I hope the format is visible to all of you. Can you all see the format? Okay, fine. And remember one thing, it should be within the box. You have to draw the box with the help of a pencil. Now complete the notice first and then you draw the box. Okay, so at the beginning what you have to do, name of the issuing agency or authority has to be mentioned. The word notice has to be mentioned. Date of issue or release of the notice has to be mentioned properly. Title or subject of the event, that has to be mentioned. Then body, as I told you, these things are to be included. Date, time, duration, place or venue, it has to be mentioned clearly. Authorized signature has to be there, name, designation and signature, these things are to be mentioned. Which place you have to mention it, please check it out very carefully. These are the places, okay, where you have to write it very carefully. Then you have to draw the box. I guess the box is also been visible to all of you. I think the format is also very much clear to all of you. Is there any doubt up to this? Is there any questions you want to ask me? You can. Any doubt?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, fine. So I am moving on to the next slide. Wait, just let me zoom out a bit. Yes. Notice writing tips. There are some points which I had arranged and I want to share these all points with you all. See, first one, you see what is written, word limit. It has to be within 50 words. See, do not cross the word limit. to avoid penalty of marks, because the prescribed word limit is 50 words. Remember one thing, the prescribed word limit is 50 words, so do not cross the word limit. Repetition of any information should be avoided. You should not repeat. Okay, repetition of any information, it should be totally avoided. Wait, let me allow. I think there is someone on the line. Yes, a very good afternoon. Welcome to the live class. Okay, so hereby I am sharing the content that I was sharing. So don't repeat the information. Repetition of any information, it should be specifically avoided. Always enclose the notice in a box. Make sure you draw the box with a pencil. Yes, always make sure that you draw the box with the help of a pencil. Okay, now next point is important. Keep your notice short, crisp and to the point. Unnecessary things should not be written. Write it crispy, write it short, and write it to the point. Highlight the word notice and title. It can be either bold or underlined. Yes, you can either make it bold or you can underline it. Okay, so highlight the word notice and title. The title should be captivating and eye-catching. Remember, the title should be attractive. It should be eye-catching also at the same time. And the next point is very important. Okay, this point, as I have highlighted right now, don't make hypothetical information and facts. Make use of what's given in the question. Whatever is given in the question, kindly form your answer related to all those information given in the question. You don't have to give, or you don't have to make any hypothetical information and facts. You don't have to incorporate any information from outside. Whatever information is given in the question, try to write your notice based on all those information. Make sure you do not mention your personal information. You should not give your personal information. Okay, this is something that you should all follow. Please don't give your personal information in a notice. Okay, you can write A, B, C, X, Y, Z like that. No need to write your name and all this. If you wish, you can write, but it is better not to mention your personal information in a notice. Okay, normally you will get the name of the head boy or the head girl that will be mentioned in the question. Okay, if not, then you can write your name, or else you can write X, Y, Z or A, B, C. Okay, now make use of all the available information in the question. Whatever information is given in the question, make use of all the available information. Let me highlight this point also. This point is also very important. You have to make use of all the available information given in the question. Okay, your answer shall include answers to all the 5 W's. And what are the 5 W's? What, why, when, where and who. These are the 5 W's. Okay, so if you have an idea about these 5 W's, okay, then there will be no problem as such. What, why, when, where and who. Okay, then you see the purpose for which it is being written should be stated clearly. What is the main purpose? Why you are writing the notice? What is the main intention? That one has to be mentioned very clearly, that this is my purpose of writing the notice. You have to focus on presentation and clarity. Yes, this is something very, very important. You have to focus on your presentation and clarity. Right to the point. Unnecessary things strictly should be avoided. Okay, and whatever you are writing, it should be very much clear. I repeat, it should be very much clear what exactly you are writing. Clear? Okay, so all these points are clear to all of you. Is there any doubt? You can ask me. Is there any doubt with all these points, or is all these points clear to every one of you? Is there any doubt? Okay, so I am moving on to some more slides. Okay, I am moving on. You will be able to see I am now sharing some important slides. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I am sharing some important slides. Yes, uh, you will be able to see it right now in front of you. Just a minute. Yes, I guess it is visible, and I hope so you all can see it. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is an extended version of what we have learned right now. So I will be revising it, and it will be a more or less again another revision, but apart from that, a few more important details are necessary that I will be providing with the help of this material. This material is very important because in order to answer MCQ type questions also information should be specific, okay, and information should be clear. Otherwise MCQ type questions also it will be difficult to answer. So see, it is written notice writing, basic information and examples. Okay, some examples are also there. Those examples also I will be highlighting. See, introduction to notice writing. First of all, it is a way of communication between an individual or organization and the targeted audience for a short period of time. It is a way of communication between an individual or organization and obviously the targeted audience for a short period of time. Remember, so the notice is a very short piece of writing, and what is written? Usually 50 words. This thing you have to take care of. It is a very short piece of writing. Usually the word limit is 50 words. Okay, it is simple, brief and factual. Yes, this is very important. It is simple, it is to the point. Every time it is to the point. You have to write it to the point. It is formal in style. Its style is formal. And remember, most of the notices are pinned up or pasted on notice boards. I guess in your school also you have seen that most of the notices are pasted or pinned up on the school notice boards, isn't it? Now, different types of notice writing. This is something very, very important. Public notice is there, constructive notice is there, actual notice is there, implied notice is there. 4 different categories. Public notice, the name suggests that what sort of a notice it is. It is given to the public regarding certain types of legal proceedings. Okay, that is known as public notice. Constructive notice, it is the legal fiction that someone actually received. Okay, actual notice, a regular notice given by any institution or organization to its targeted audience. This is our this is the one we will be studying. Okay, actual notice, it is given by any institution or organization to its targeted audience. Okay, implied notice, it is a notice inferred from facts that a person had known. That is known by the term implied notice. Now, what are the applications of notice writing? This is something very important. It is widely used by individuals and organizations to announce events and news. Remember, it is used by individuals, it is used by organizations obviously to announce events and news. Okay, now these events include celebrations, occasions like inauguration or sales. Now, what these events actually include? This includes celebrations, this include occasions like inauguration or sales. Okay, then another important thing is that it might also be used to issue public instruction, to make appeals and to extend invitations. Obviously, in case of making appeals, to extend invitation, and obviously to public instruct the public also it is used. Okay, now there are some tips and tricks for writing a notice that already I discussed, but let us rewind it once. Remember, first most important thing is that must put the notice in a box. Okay, you have to put the notice in a box. Do not exceed the word limit, that is 50 words. Do not exceed. Okay, write within 50 words. Next one, give the appropriate heading to notice after reading the question carefully. Read the question carefully and then you have to give an appropriate heading to the notice. You must be aware of your target audience, whom you are writing the notice for. You should be well aware of your target audience. Okay, don't forget to mention all the necessary details and information regarding the purpose of the notice. You have to mention all the necessary details and information regarding the purpose of the notice. You should not forget it. If no name of the organization or the person is specified, then use abbreviations like ABC, XYZ, QPR, etc. Okay, now see, if no name of the organization or the person is given, then you can use abbreviations like this. I guess you are all familiar with this type of abbreviation. If no name of a person or if no name of the organization is given, so in that case you can give abbreviations like this, either ABC, XYZ or QPR, like this. And remember, this is something very important. Always remember to put the notice in a box. Yes, this is something very important. Always remember that yes, you have to put the notice in a box. You have to draw the box with the help of a pencil. Now, format of notice writing. Okay, see, name of the institution, organization, office, place has to be mentioned at the very top. Then it should be followed by notice. Then you have to give a relevant heading. Then this side you have to give date. Body of the notice, remember the body of the notice, actually the words related with the body of the notice is actually counted. That is 50 words. You have to mention the target group, mention all the important details and information related to the event such as date, time, place, and all important details that will answer the questions like for whom, what, when, where, how, by whom, and any extra information needed, that one also you have to mention. But basically remember, the word limit related with the body of the notice is actually counted, such as date, time, place, other important details, other extra information if it is relevant to the notice that you are solving. All those things you have to write in the body of the notice. Okay, then finally signature, name, designation, these things you have to write. Okay, now I am moving on to some of the examples that I will be discussing with you all. Okay, dear students, now up to this, whatever I discussed about the guidelines related with the notice and everything, okay, the previous slide and this one, is there any doubt or any questions you want to ask me, or up to this it is okay with all of you? Shall I move on to the examples? Okay, look at the example. Look at the very first example. I guess it is visible to all of you. Is it visible? Can you all see it? It is visible. Okay. So, okay, fine. So this is a very important one. Very important question. It is related with current situation. Okay, see, current affair you can say. Frequent cases of theft, burglary, eve-teasing, and electricity breakdown in the society are being reported to the Resident Welfare Association of Ashok Nagar. Okay, so remember, frequent cases of burglary, eve-teasing, electricity breakdown and theft, all these things are going on. Okay, and obviously the name of the welfare association has been given, Resident Welfare Association of Ashok Nagar. Now obviously, as the president of the society, what you have to do, you have to write a circular inviting all members for a general body meeting, and in that meeting what will be discussed, to discuss the issue and obviously to find a solution. And remember, agenda of the meeting must be mentioned. Yes, you have to mention the agenda. What is the agenda of the meeting? That one also you have to mention. And obviously you are Surya or any name, that is not a big deal, but the question is this. That means a party meeting or a general meeting will be held, and all the members of the Resident Welfare Association will assemble in that meeting and will discuss what can be done with all these growing problems. Okay, so how you will proceed? Look what is written. Residents Welfare Association Ashok Nagar. It is already given, if I am not mistaken, it is already been mentioned here as I highlight so that you all can see. So just copy that one here. Next line it will be notice, next line it will be general meeting. Okay, then obviously a date has been given 9th November. Okay, then obviously it is given, this is to inform all the members of the Residents Welfare Association that a body meeting will take place on 11th November in society's office. The agenda of the meeting is to discuss and find solution to the safety issues like theft and eve-teasing etc. faced by the residents. So very simply and to the point, what is the agenda of that general meeting where all the residents or all the members of the society will assemble all together? So that one has to be mentioned. The agenda of the meeting is to discuss, not only to discuss, but discuss and find solutions to the safety issues. And what are the safety issues related to? Related to theft and eve-teasing, okay, faced by the residents. And obviously for more information you have to contact the undersigned, and at the very end you have to write XYZ, then obviously you have to write president, then you have to write society. This is something very, very important. Okay, so Residents Welfare Association, Ashok Nagar, next line notice, next line general meeting, and what is the agenda that will be discussed in that general meeting, you have to mention that one. See, the agenda of the meeting is to discuss and find solutions to the safety issues, and the safety issues are related to which things? Related to theft, eve-teasing, then etc., because there are many others also, burglaries also there. So everything if you mention, it will increase the word limit. It's better you can write etc. Now for more information obviously the undersigned has to be contacted. So XYZ, president, then society, this has to be mentioned. Okay, now the next one, I guess you can see it, question number 2. Now the question is, your school Adarsh Vidyalaya New Delhi is organizing a lecture by the famous writer Bikram Seth on the occasion of Literacy Week, Literacy Week being celebrated in your school. You have to write a notice informing the students about the lecture. Now invent the necessary details. So obviously there will be a Literacy Week, and the guest who will be invited is the famous writer Bikram Seth. So how will you proceed? At the very beginning you will be writing Adarsh Vidyalaya Salon, it is in Delhi only. Next line it will be notice. Next one obviously Literacy Week, so celebration of Literacy Week. Okay, then this side you will be mentioning the date. Okay, now how to proceed? See, it is my honor to inform the students of Adarsh Vidyalaya that our school is celebrating Literacy Week, and what is the time frame given? See, from 16th November to 23rd November. See, here you can specify in this way. You don't have to write every time 21, 22, 2020. You can, definitely you can. But if you see the reference books of CBSE, you will find that it is written in this way. Okay, so on this special occasion, we have organized a lecture by Bikram Seth as our chief guest. Okay, so Bikram Seth was invited. The students of class 9 to 12 are cordially invited on 18th November for the same. The event will be held in the school auditorium from 11 a.m. For more information, contact the undersigned. Obviously, which place the event will be organized, okay, from which time, these things are what it is you have to give in a notice. And obviously the other details like which group of students from which classes are actually invited to participate in this Literacy Week. Okay, so that one you have to mention it properly. Literary Week or Literacy Week, that one also you have to mention properly. And finally, see, XYZ, no need to write your name. Okay, it's better you write XYZ then President Literature Club. In this way you can do it, and finally you can close the box. Okay, that one is very, very important. That one has to be done. Now some more examples I am showing you. Okay, so yes, now can you see this? I guess it is visible. Okay, and I hope so that you can see it. Is it visible? Some more examples are there that I like to discuss with all of you, but first of all you confirm whether you can see this or not.
Yes.
Okay, this is visible. Good. So now some more examples. Two already I discussed. Some more. This is the third one. You are Rajan or Rachna, the secretary of the debating society of your school. You have to read the question properly, because the answer is there only, and if the question is lengthier, nothing to worry. That means it is full of information. So that thing you have to take care of. See, you are Rajan or Rachna, the secretary of the debating society of your school, St. Loreto Convent, Darjeeling. Okay, that is the name of the school. Now obviously you have to write a notice informing students about an inter-school debate contest. Okay, regarding an inter-school debate contest, you have to write a notice. The motion for the debate is co-education does better than harm. That is the, you have to write a notice related to this. Co-education does better than harm. Okay, you have to write a notice related to this. Mention all pertinent details in the notice. Now pertinent means mention all the important details. Whatever important details are there, you have to mention all the important details in a notice or in that particular notice. So how will you proceed? See, it is written St. Loreto Convent, Darjeeling, then it is written notice, then obviously inter-school English debate competition, that is already been mentioned. Okay, inter-school debate contest, so that one you will be writing. Then obviously after that you have to be writing 11th November. Then you can specify the year in this way. Then you have to write, it is to inform the students of class 9 to 12 that an inter-school English debate competition will be held. You have to be very specific on what exactly you are writing. Obviously there will be an inter-school English debate competition to be held in our school on 25th November. Then obviously the year can be specified in this way. The topic for the debate is, what is the topic? Co-education does better than harm. Obviously from the question only you can easily jot it down. Okay, so you will be jotting it down. Co-education does better than harm, that you will be writing. Students who are interested to participate may give in their names to their respective class teachers latest by 15th November. Okay, for auditions. For more information, contact the undersigned. And obviously in order to get more information, you have to contact the undersigned. And obviously the undersigned name is given either Rajan or Rachna. And what is your designation? You are the secretary of the debating society of your school. So Rachna, president debating society, that one you have to mention. And finally you have to keep it within box. Okay, so I hope it is clear. I am moving on to the next one. This is the next question, very very important. See the question. You are Avinav or Alka. You have planned a 2-week course to be arranged to help the children of your housing society called Renaissance Housing Society at Mysore acquire spoken English skills. So your intentions are very noble. You wanted that the children of your housing society, the name of the housing society is already been given, Renaissance Housing Society. You want them to acquire knowledge regarding spoken English skills. Okay, so obviously you are the secretary of the society. Now being the secretary of the society, you have to prepare a notice for the society's notice board stating the objective of the course, giving necessary details of the course, and obviously requesting the children of the society to join the course. And yes, you have to request the children of the society also to join the course, but before that you will be giving giving information about what is the main objective of the course. Then obviously you have to give some details of the course also. Okay, now see how to proceed. 15th November but before that, Renaissance Housing Society, Mysore, these things are important. Next line you have to write notice. Next line spoken English skills course. Then here you have to write the date. These things are very, very important. Then how you have to proceed, you can leave one line, and then specifically you have to be very specific and you have to write to the point. See, our society is organizing English camp in the society hall. The camp aims at teaching the spoken English skills to the children of our housing society. See, you are very specific. So what is the main intention of opening a camp like this? Obviously, so that spoken English skills can be taught to the children of our housing societies. That is the main target. And obviously the camp will start from 20th November. Okay, year can be specified in this way. And what are the timings? Remember, the timings are very important. Okay, without the time and the date and the place where it will be, everything is very important. Place, obviously it will be organized in the society hall. See, already it is given, date been mentioned. Okay, and see, time is already here. So see, everything has been mentioned. This is what you have to note in a notice, because see, where it will be in the society hall. You can write auditorium also, you can write society hall. Obviously, from which date it will start, from 20th November, and see, the timing is given from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So all these things, dear students, you have to mention. Residents are hereby requested to ensure an overwhelming response to this camp, and for more information, what you have to do, for more information you have to contact the undersigned. Okay, and finally what you have to write, Alka, then you have to write secretary, then you have to write society. Society should be written within brackets. Okay, so in this way you have to do. So the title, then the word notice, then obviously here also you have to write. So remember, these things you can make it bold, or if you want you can underline it also. And remember, unnecessary things should be totally avoided. You have to write to the point. Important details only you have to highlight. And finally, designation of the post is very important. That one should be written. Here also it is written. So these are some of the examples. And obviously, regarding notice, I have shared with you some informations also. So I hope you all understood whatever been taught. Is there any doubt at the back of your mind? You can ask me. I have given MCQ questions. Okay, I have not given any broad questions or subjective questions. I have given MCQ questions. 15 MCQ questions have been given in Google form. So please, every one of you attempt. I will be sharing the link shortly so that you all can check it out, and please solve all those 15 MCQ questions. Okay, related with notice writing. But in order to solve those, you have to learn a lot, because you have to solve it very carefully, because it is limit to one response. So one response, after that you can't re-edit it. It is not possible. So you have to be very, very sure of the fact that what exactly you are writing. Okay, or rather to say, on which point you are focusing more. So do the MCQ properly, and of course it will be a self-evaluation. You can get your marks also, and the correct answer also that has been, and that you can note it down. Okay, obviously when you will be pressing it, whether if it is incorrect, you will be getting the right answer. In this way you have to do. 15 questions are given. Let's see who among you get 15 out of 15. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for your cooperation. Stay safe and take care, and see you all in my next class, that is tomorrow. Thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone.